Anybody that's finished high school understands how difficult it actually is. When you go on to university and you finish your college degree, you realize that that was really difficult to actually do. And when you go on to graduate school, you realize that, man, this is really tricky. And in all of those moments, I can think of very real moments in my own life where I lost faith in who I was and I kind of did not understand what I was about. There was a moment when I was in high school where I didn't have any friends. The first couple of years of high school, I felt very lost and alone. And then when I was in university, I felt like the first year was a great time, but I certainly was not doing that well. And I studied very hard. And I realized that there was this correlation between studying hard and actually getting the work done. And when I went on to graduate school, I felt lost and alone. In fact, many days I still feel lost and alone. And I feel that there is this sort of forest that you're going through that you don't really understand. And I think a lot of people feel the same way. Even very, very senior people that are very senior professors that people would understand, that they often feel lost and alone and they don't know what to do. And they're really struggling with a lot of different things. They're holding on a lot of stuff. And the truth is I think we're all lost and alone with any of these journeys. And I think that there's a problem with education. And it's nothing that they can solve or that there is some sort of fundamental flaw that is completely wrong. We got to throw out the system. That's not what's going on. The issue is that we teach facts, we teach how to get things done. We sort of do this very style of learning that it's all just about facts and the life that we're supposed to study. And the reality is it's not. There's a reason why we actually like to watch TV and YouTube videos, and we love entertainment. And it's not for the reasons, I don't think it's for the reasons that we think that normally is, this sort of escapism, this sort of we're going from reality and disappearing. And for me, I think a huge part of why I do it is I like the encouragement. I like to hear a little bug in my ear where somebody is saying, hey, I can do this, or it's inspiration to go do something that's interesting, or new stories, new ways to look at things. And I think the only way that we can solve that, the only thing that we could do is focus on positive encouragement every day. I like to point out all of the flaws and troubles and difficulties that I go through, that other people go through. And I think that is helpful because then we know that there's problems that exist. But I also want to give you encouragement. I want you to know that you can do this. And here's the thing. You might think that this whole educational thing stops right now and you'll never get it back, right? Or this is a moment where I lose faith in myself today. But what's been really interesting with this whole reciprocity project is that I realize that, man, everybody needs this. It doesn't matter who you are. Everybody needs a little pep talk every once in a while, a little atta girl and atta boy just to keep going. And I think it's been really interesting to see that I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one that's lost faith in myself at all stages of where we are and what I'm doing. And in fact, today, many days, I don't know what I'm doing. I kind of feel like a buffoon. I feel like I'm lost. I kind of am going into this weird forest that nobody's ever explored. Because the fact is much of life is all new to everybody. It's always new to everybody. We can't figure this stuff out. So I think having a little bit of encouragement, I believe that having a lot of encouragement every single day, just a little bit of, just some positive encouragement, just say, hey, I can get up, I can do this, and just having that little bug in your ear that I can actually do this. I think that's important. I think that helps us understand what we're going to do. It helps us sort of know that there's other people that are out there just doing the things that we're doing, and that I'm not stupid, I'm not crazy. All of these feelings that I feel, these are all real things, but I'm trying to stumble through it. I'm trying to figure this out. And I don't know what the right answer is, but I know that if I just get up and I do this every day, it's important. And I think that's where I'm coming from today. This is my message, is that there's many reasons to know that, man, things are all screwed up, and there is all sorts of messed up things in this world, and you might feel like you're the only one, you're crazy and all that kind of stuff. But what I've come to realize is that you're not, and the rest of the world is messed up. And the only thing that we really need to get us going, to have a little bit of gumption, to get up, to explore, is a little bit of encouragement. And I think with this whole reciprocity project that has taught me, that has made me explore with the world, is that these technical solutions, the telling people the instructions and how to do things, the getting them to sort of read and do from one thing to the next, to all of that kind of stuff, how we normally teach education, that often doesn't work in terms of having its stickiness. What works is having a little bug in somebody's ear and having somebody say, hey, you got this. You really got this. And yeah, there are a lot of days that it's not going to feel just right. But getting up and doing it, trying again, pursuing all the little things that I say, the little simple things that I say, the little life things, get life insurance, invest 15% of everything that you make in index funds and mutual funds, getting a good education, not doing, things that are really extravagant outside of your budget, investing in things that you think are really fun and exciting just for you. All of that stuff is really important to do. And I think it helps us become human beings, better human beings, that turn into stuff, to turn into really remarkable things that we couldn't do, right? Without sort of doing those little tiny things. But to be honest, there's not that many people in this world that are just getting you to do that and thinking about, like, hey, I should be doing these little things. I really need to feel good about myself. I need to work on those things. And to tell you the truth, it's working on it. It's not something that you're inherently good at. Nobody has that sort of inherently, I'm really good at this thing. And if you do, you're kind of crazy. You're kind of like on the scale of, that people would sort of say, hey, you're on one of these spectrums, right? Whatever those things are, I don't know, whatever it is. We're all on those things, by the way. But, what matters is that just knowing that you're not alone, just knowing that there's somebody else that's kind of bumbling through this, and that would give you a little bit of encouragement. That's it. Just get up, get going. I think that's an important thing. And that's why I do this whole reciprocity project, is I've realized that I'm not the only one. And there is so much more that I can do that just gets people going and gets them feeling good about themselves. And if I could do that, whether it is for researchers or academics or stay-at-home moms or whatever, right? Like, that matters. I think that's important. And I think that that's a bigger way, in a more substantial way, to learn things, to sort of pursue the world, and it is to sort of learn all of the world's information that's out there. I think it really sticks. I think it gets you to really see things in a different way, to tell stories. And I'm happy to do that. And I think everybody needs it every single day, a little bit of encouragement. All right, take care and have a wonderful day. Bye.